let's talk specifically about each one, starting with belonging, what that means, and where does that go, and how do we bring people together and get that sense of belonging?
Thank you. I think I'm going to go ahead and answer this one. Again, my name is Idella. So our first quadrant, I would like to think about a medicine wheel. The first quadrant is belonging. And a lot of times this reflects a medicine wheel where we have the infancy, then we go to adolescence, then we go to adulthood, and then elderhood. So if we think about GONA in that holistic perspective, the first section is birth to adolescence. So not to adolescence, I should say. So birth to adolescence, that first sense, that first part of how we belong, how we come together. And in GONA, what we do is we welcome everybody and we all sit in a big circle together. Um, and we get welcomed, and then usually our tribal leaders, our tribal people will come in and they'll help the facilitators welcome the community. And then we go into talking about GONA, kind of what we just did, an overview of GONA, and we talk about why it works. And we have certain parts of GONA that we'll share, and that's usually how we get everyone acclimated to the GONA circle. But with belonging, what we're really trying to do is create a safe place for our participants to feel comfortable. Because what we've learned is that when we're feeling safe, a lot of those things that really inhibit us from getting to know one another, they're kind of relaxed. So we make sure and have some energizers and activities where everyone gets up, they're talking, they're moving. And before you know it, everyone's laughing and kind of joking around, and we slowly bring everyone back together and say, hey, we're here for a purpose. And we kind of talk about ourselves, our community. And then we usually invite a community person in to kind of share a story. And then we start developing our team. And in our GONA, we usually have them called teams or clans or groups. Sometimes there's bands. We use the word band. Whatever our tribal nations, this comes from our community. So we'll determine the right word for that team. And then when we get in a team, that team will be in that team the whole all days of the GONA. And so when we have these different activities we're doing, we go back to the team where we can process in a smaller group. And a lot of times what's really successful is we get in groups that we really don't know each other. We get in groups that are from different people, different perspectives. And a lot of times our facilitators are amazing at being able to get everybody into the group. And a lot of times that happens when we're playing a game. Next thing you know, you're a part of a group, and you're a part of naming that group, coming up with strengths from that group. It's a lot of fun, and I just keep going back to a lot of people don't even realize you're doing some work where you're coming up with what is the norms, what is going to make you feel comfortable in this space. Because the other pillars of GONA are going to be hitting some kind of hard spots. And so creating a safe place with this group, it's pretty exciting. And a lot of times when we go in, especially if it's our first time to GONA, it's like, oh, I don't know what these guys are going to make me do. So sometimes still get a little apprehensive, but before you know it, with all the laughing and kind of relaxing, and definitely our GONA games, people are going to feel really comfortable and really safe. And it's surprising. You come to GONA at the beginning of day one, and the afternoon of that same day, you're going to have so many conversations. People are getting to know each other. They're bringing down, that the anxiety of getting to know new people. It's just completely a whole nother group of people at the end of that first afternoon.